Sunday, and we just fell in love right away. We walked in and we were totally blown away by the friendliness of everyone who was here, and of course the beautiful sanctuary, the liturgy, the preaching. It was a time of transition for Chapel of the Cross. It was right before Elizabeth Marie she had been called, but she hadn't arrived yet. And just everyone had almost a palpable sense of excitement and hope for the future. And we just knew that this church was definitely going places and we wanted to be here.
So when my husband and I moved to this area, we started looking for churches that were liturgically traditional and yet were very open and had a real sense of social justice as part of the life and foundation of the church. So in that sense, Chapel of the Cross sort of felt like a natural home.
I had lived in Washington before I moved here in 2006, and that was Washington, D.C. My former rector there had been a student at UNC and had attended Chapel of the Cross. I thought the world of him, and so this was a natural. I did look around, but this was very welcoming. So it was a no-brainer.
I would say if I had to put one word on it, I'd say energy. Watching the congregation grow almost week to week with so many people returning to the church is particularly, makes me feel incredibly excited about the future here.
The youth program is vibrant right now. We have a wonderful youth director who keeps the kids engaged. My kids, who would probably not be terribly engaged in coming to church on a regular basis, they will not miss EYC. That's a priority in their life. They're bringing their friends. They're talking about how wonderful it is. They love being a part of that program. They love the things that they do there. And I think it really helps keep them connected in a way that will last them, I hope, throughout the rest of their lives.
It was when our youngest, Yvette, was being baptized, and there's that moment in the service where, in our case, it was Bishop Curry saying, do all those present, will they do everything in their power to ensure that this person grows up in this faith and in this community? And there's the resounding "we will," and how reassuring that felt to me as a parent to know that these people have my back. And I really feel that I felt a real sense of warmth and reassurance at that moment.
Down. It's a real special moment to be an altar with my family and especially the little ones, and to see them begin to really take part in this larger narrative is real special for us. One of my favorite things about the Chapel of the Cross.
To the importance of liturgy and the beauty of the liturgy, which has always been important to me, because beauty is one way to the transcendent in our lives. And having a beautiful liturgy and a seamless liturgy can free people up to touch those things that are above, to use that word, but those things that are transcendent in our lives and can renew us and refresh us.
The clergy is this young, lovely group of people who have come in for our spiritual needs, to guide us into the future, and that's a lovely thing to see this new generation of clergy here, and Joe and Mike and everybody on staff. It's just been a lovely experience watching this change over the last few years.
Elizabeth Marie has been a true force of nature. Maybe I should say she is a true force of nature. And she has gathered around her, and I'm sure if she were here, she would say, with the vestry and with the support of all of our parishioners. But there's so much energy in the church right now. At the Martin Luther King Day, Events Day, you couldn't get in the front. People were running around doing hundreds of things and excited, and the little kids, they're everywhere. And they're doing so much. They're in the choir, they're running up and down. wherever we're going, it's a good place. And I have to mention our presiding bishop when he talks, following the path of Jesus and following the path of love. I think that is the message that we're all hearing, and that's what we're trying to do.
And having served on the vestry, I know how critical the campaign is to really bring life and sustenance to what we do every single day at the Chapel of the Cross. We're also part of the capital campaign because we know that's a different thing. That's for extending the life of the church. But the annual campaign every single year is so critical for just providing this the life of the church. We take that campaign, we take those funds, and we turn it into to all the incredible things that we see here every day, to the vibrancy that is the Chapel of the Cross, which right now we just came out of church this morning and it was packed and beautiful. And I know the connection between that moment and what we do in the